Good morning, Davao, Mindanao, North, South, East, and West. This is Elijah Hilcacho. And before we get started, please click the like, share, and comment down below if you have any suggestions or comments with this news. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to give you an update for our news. Headlines: Weather forecast. Easterlies affecting the eastern section of Luzon and Visayas. Local news: 19 Davao City Police Station chiefs sacked. Envy Group points out factors pedestrians avoid walking. DSWD continues to provide aid for individuals in crisis. DSWD continues to provide aid for individuals in crisis. Shakeout drill to simulate scenario for barangays included in updated tsunami map. National news: COMELEC to issue digital IDs for overseas internet voting. Vice President Sara: 6 DepEd national events in Cebu help boost recovering economy. International news: Death of Malaysian influencer following alleged cyberbullying. Woman arrested as minister warns against negative culture. Temasek's net portfolio value grows by $7 billion to $389 billion, boosted by US and India investments. Streaming's great rebundling has begun. What could that mean for subscribers? Did Vice Ganda reprimand Jackie because of viral video in La Union? Sports news: Elina Svitolina wears black ribbon at Wimbledon on very difficult day after Russian attacks kill over 30 people in Ukraine. San Miguel star June Mar Fajardo on pace for 8th PBA MVP award. Featured stories: Scientists find a molecule never before found outside our solar system on a planet with glass rain. Fungi are adapting to body heat and doomsday scenario. Side story: Trivia. Don't you know that you can enjoy some of the best award-winning chocolates here in Davao? Weather forecast: Easterlies affecting the eastern section of Luzon and Visayas. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers of thunderstorms due to localized thunderstorms with possible flash floods and landslide during severe thunderstorms. Local news: 19 Davao City Police Station chiefs sacked. 19 station commanders of Davao City Police Office were relieved on Monday, July 8, 2024. Police Regional Office Davao Region or PRO Davao spokesperson Police Major Catherine De La Rey confirmed to Super Balita Davao that this is part of the duties of the Regional Director to assign and resign officers. Police Brigadier General Nicolas D. Torre III was recently appointed as Acting Director of PRO Davao. De La Rey said that the relieved police officials will be replaced by officers from police provincial offices and the regional headquarters of PRO Davao. Through Special Orders Number PRO 11 SORA 2024-2277-2278, The new station commanders are Major Richin Lagnayo for the East, Santa Ana Police Station, Major Emmanuel Manlatican for San Pedro Police Station, Major Genesis Oriel for the Talomo Police Station, Major Marcel Manzono for Sasa Police Station, and Captain Pio Terocampo for the Buhangin Police Station. NV groups outfactors pedestrians avoid walking. A Davao City-based environment groups interfacing development interventions for sustainability IDIS has identified 620 barriers impeding pedestrians movement in the city. Environmental Research Office Justin Joshua Pongyan, Environmental Research Office Justin Joshua Pongyan of IDIS reported on Monday morning, July 8, 2024, during the Kapihan sa Davao held at SM City Davao, that only 7.4% of respondents are satisfied with the 27 assessed walkways in Davao City. Its recently included research study on urban walkability and mobility revealed that 620 identified barriers include obstructive object parked vehicle, sidewalk gaps, stalls, and unclear pedestrian signs. These barriers are further categorized by their tenure. 352 are permanently barriers requiring demolitions, while approximately 268 are temporarily barriers that are easier to remove. Pongyan added that Davaoenos feel unsafe across the road because of the following reasons. They perceive that parking areas are not regulated. There are no amenities for pedestrians. Transit access such as loading and unloading stations are accessible but unsystematic and not regulated, and the city streets are not child-friendly. DSWD continues to provide aid for individuals in crisis. The Department of Social Welfare and Development Davao Region, or DSWD Davao, clarified that despite the rumors circulating, the agency continues to provide medical and burial assistance and other support services to Davao constituents. Prior to this, Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo or Pulong Duterte, in a statement posted on Monday, July 8, 2024, said that the Davao City government has no plans nor intention to stop the assistance, which includes financial and medical support to cater to the vulnerable sections. Adding that the announcement they posted outside his official was never a black propaganda nor a fake news. I do not have a reason not to give what is due to the people in my years as congressman. Here in Davao, especially during the pandemic, everybody knows that the aid that we distributed was more than what the current administration gave, and this include my personal funds. Shakeout drills to simulate scenarios for barangays include an updated tsunami map. An official from the Davao Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, CDRRMO, bared that the newly funded tsunami impact areas will be considered in the upcoming 4th citywide full-scale earthquake and tsunami citywide shakeout drill on July 26. CDRRMO Admin and Training Acting Division Head Lyndon Ancahas said during the I Speak Media Forum, the safe zones, that safe zones will be established with new tsunami map as reference. More barangays are included. Before that, we only include coastal barangays. Now Obrero and Maa are included. So there are no barangays because of the updated tsunami map of Davao City. This will be a new challenge for us, especially to that previously safe zones were found to be impact areas, so the areas are no longer safe zones. Ancaja said, adding that some barangays and poblacion are included as well. National news. COMELEC to issue digital IDs for overseas internet voting. Manila, the Commission of Elections will issue digital voters identification cards for overseas Filipino voters. In a statement Tuesday, COMELEC Chairperson George Garcia said that modernized voters ID will only be issued to voters abroad for them to be able to register on the initial run of internet voting in May 2025 midterm elections. The Commission has approved the issuance of the digital voters ID in order to ease their participation in the pilot internet voting in the forthcoming election, Garcia added. He said Filipinos overseas who are registered voters may request their digital voters ID by sending an email to Commission. There will be a dedicated email address for the overseas voters to send an email request, Garcia said. Meanwhile, a pre-enrollment for overseas voters who would like to participate in internet voting would run from February 12, 2025 to May 12, 2025. This would require the submission for personal information and government-issued identification documents. The COMELEC said that digital voters ID may be presented as the alternative government-issued valid ID. In case the Philippine passport or Safer's identification record book are not available. The pool body will use the online voting and counting system or OVCS, the overseas voting in the 2025 midterm election PNA. Vice President Sara, 6th DepEd national event in Cebu helped boost recovering economy. 6 major national events of the Department of Education will help boost the post-COVID-19 economy of Cebu, according to Vice President and outgoing Secretary Sara Duterte. In a speech late Monday, Duterte said that simultaneous conduct of the national competitions will not only empower by youth in various fields, but also support local business in the province. She was referring to the Palarong Pambansa 2024 National Festival of Talents, National School Press Conference, National Learners Convergence Learning Camp, and the Solidarity Meeting of the Learners' Right and Protection Office, all to be hosted by the province. This is our support to the local economy of Cebu and to the micro, small, and medium enterprises post-COVID-19 pandemic, she said during the opening ceremony of the 2024 National Festival of Talents in Naga City. Duterte said that the idea came up last year to avoid scattered engagement for teachers, trainers, and coaches, while helping support a region and province at the same time. That's why we are happy that we're here in Cebu for the various activities of the Department of Education, she said. She also thanked the local government of Cebu for its collaboration with the education sector. International news. Death of Malaysian influencer following alleged cyberbullying, woman arrested as minister warns against negative culture. Singapore authorities in Malaysia have arrested a woman to facilitate their investigations into alleged suicide of the social media influencer following online harassment in a case that has sparked outrage and shown a spotlight in cyberbullying in the country. Malaysia's Communications Ministry Fahmi Fadzil also said that the issue of cyberbullying on social media platforms will be presented to the cabinet on Friday, the 12th of July. Even as he warned that such negative culture should not be rooted in the country, Ms. Rajeswari Apua, 30, who went to the name Asia with social platforms, will be presented to the cabinet on Friday, July the 12th, even as she warns that such negative culture should not be take root in the country. Ms. Rajeswari Apahu, 30, who went by the name Asia, the social media, and was cabinet on Friday, July the 12th, even as she warns that such negative culture should not be take root in the country. Ms. Rajeswari Apua, 30, who went by the name Isha on social media and was known for her positivity and beauty content, was found dead on her home on July 5. A day earlier, she said, lodged a police report at the Dang Wengi police station in Kalua, Lumpur, expressing her fears of being raped and killed. The Star reported that Ms. Rahishwari had named two individuals in her police report, alleging that they are tormenting her by trolling her on TikTok. She said also claimed that she was harassed. In a live session with the use of threat and vulgarity by an individual on social media platform. Temasek's net portfolio values grows by $7 billion to $389 billion, boosted by US and India investments. Singapore Temasek Holding report a $7 billion US dollars and $5.2 billion US dollars increase in its net portfolio, with investment returns from the US and India providing a boost and offsetting China's underperformance. The state investors' net portfolio was valued at $389 billion as of 31st of March, up from $382 billion a year ago, according to its latest annual review released on Tuesday, the 9th of July. It posts a positive annual shareholder return of 1.6% after last year negative 5.07%, which was its worst since 2016. Temasek is one of the three entities that invest Singapore's reserves, and part of its return are tapped every year for government's annual budget. The government can spend up to half of the long-term expected investment return generated by Temasek, as well as by the Sovereign Wealth Fund GIC and the Monetary Authority of Singapore, based on the net investment returns contribution framework. Entertainment news. Streaming's great rebundling has begun. What that could be mean for our subscribers? Streamings appear poised to undergo what some have called the great rebundling, with services merging, combining for forming alliances that will essentially construct with cable bundle the consumers relied upon for decades. Well, that makes sense for studios eager to offer more robust and streamlined content, as Disney CEO Bob Iger said earlier this year. Subscribers have every reason to wonder, what's in it for me? And if all this high stakes corporate announcements will really benefit them, will it make access to the at-home viewing options cheaper, more plentiful, easier to navigate and find what you want? Less of a chore to manage in terms of juggling multiple subscriptions. That's the goal, but honestly, we can't really know. The latest news to ripple through the streaming front and involve reports Paramount prior to the moving forward its merger with Skydance, looking for combine its Paramount with another service, Max. The HBO centered provide from CNN parent Warner Bros. Discovery was among those cited as potential partners. Did Vice Ganda reprimand Jackie because for viral video on La Union? Its Showtime regular co-host and dancer Jackie Gonzaga recently went viral after her video dancing to the music of Water by Taylor made rounds online. The video of her sexy dance was taken in a bar in San Juan, La Union 2 weeks ago. During her latest endorsement launch for Brightest Skin Essentials, Gonzaga sat down with ABS-CBN News and explained that the La Union trip was unplanned. Was she drunk? Hindi naman. She instead, giving into the hype, Gonzaga gamely danced to the crowd cheer. After going viral, the video reached her manager Vice Ganda. She got message from Vice the next day asking about the viral video. I with my friends, syempre doon sa video parang ang daming tao. Hindi siya sure kung sino ang kasama ko, Gonzaga said. Sports news. Carolina wears black ribbon at Wimbledon on ready after Russian attacks killed over 30 people in Ukraine. Ukrainian tennis player Elena Svitolina wore a black ribbon during her win over Wang Xinyu at Wimbledon after Russian missile strikes hit targets in cities across Ukraine on Monday. Hospital. The country's largest children's medical center killing more than 30 people after an impressive 6-2, 6-1 win. An emotional Svitolina struggled to get through her on-court interview after the match. The 29-year-old received a rousing round of applause from the crowd on court 2 as she tried to compose herself. It was a good performance from the side today and it's very difficult day to day for Ukraine people, Svitolina said while fighting back tears. So it was not easy to focus on the match today, and since the morning it's very difficult to read the end, to just go onto the court, and extremely tough. So I'm happy that I could play today and get a win. Thank you for your support, Svitolina said. San Miguel star June Mar Fajardo on pace for 8th PBA MVP award. June Mar Fajardo was put himself in the position to win a PBA Most Valuable Player for the astonishing 8th time after topping the statistical points category at the end of the league's 48th season. The official tally released by the league Tuesday showed the San Miguel Bears star posting 42.1 statistical points after the 2 conference season, which saw the Beer men win the Commissioner's Cup and settle 4 runner-up honors in the Philippine Cup. Barangay Ginebra Christian Stan Hardinger is a distant second with 37.8 statistical points, with Fajardo's teammate CJ Perez sitting in the third with 37.4. Northport's Arwin Tolentino 35.9 and TNT's Calvin of Tana 35.4 completed the top 5. The 6th is Terra Firma rookie Stephen Hall 34.1, followed by Meralcos. In 6th is Terra Firma rookie Stephen Hall 34.1, followed by Meralcos Chris Newsom 31.1, and Nebra's Scotty Thompson 30.3, Serafina Swarmit Yongson 29.2, and Phoenix Jackson Perkins 28.8. Featured stories. Scientists find a molecule never before found outside the solar system on the planet with class rain. An exoplanet the size of Jupiter has long intrigued astronomers because of its scorching temperatures, screaming winds, and sideways rain made of glass. Now data from the James Webb Space Telescope has revealed another intriguing feature of the planet known as HD 189733b. It smells like rotten egg. Researchers studying HD 189773b's atmosphere use Webb's observation to spot trace amounts of hydrogen sulfate, a colorless gas that releases a strong surface stench and has never been spotted beyond our solar system. And discovery advanced what known about the potential composition of exoplanets. The findings, compiled by the multiple institution team, were published Monday in the journal Nature. An oddball planet with the deadly weather. Scientists first discovered HD 189733b in 2005 and later identified the gas giant as a hot Jupiter, a planet that has similar chemical composition to Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system. But the sizzling temperature, located only 64 light years from Earth, HD 189733b is the nearest hot Jupiters that astronomers can study as the planet passes in front of the star. From the reason, it's one of the most well-studied exoplanets. Fungi are adapting to the body heat and doomsday scenario. That's because our immune system are very adept to protecting us from fungal infection. What's more, our bodies are too warm for most fungal species and survive, but a new study has found that some fungal pathogens are evolving to become capable of infecting human, and it may link to a climate change. The danger and importance of the new fungal pathogens is believed to be seriously underestimated, wrote the study authors in a paper published in the journal Nature Microbiology. There are also indications that rising temperatures are allowing fungi to mutate and become resistant to antifungal drugs. 2 cases are rare fungal infections in China. The researchers first scored the records of the fungal infections from 98 hospitals in China between 2009 and 2019. They found 2 patients who had been infected with a group of fungi that had never caused disease in humans before, as far as they were aware. They isolated the fungal pathogens in the laboratory and found that they were capable of infecting immunocompromised mice, mimicking what might happen in humans with lower immune system. Mammals are usually protected against fungal organisms because our body temperature of 37 degrees is too high for most fungal species to survive. But among the records and the researchers found, the fungal species are fluvialis and R. nealandi, tolerant the high body temperature well. Side story. Trivia. Did you know that you can enjoy some of the best award-winning chocolates here in Davao? At Malagos Chocolate, they pride themselves with their the bar method of making chocolates. They farm and harvest their own cacao beans and produce chocolates with are on par with the best in the world. They won the best drinking chocolates in the world at the 2015 International Chocolate Awards on Drinking Chocolate Competition in Germany. And that is all for today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Once again, my name is Elijah Hill, your news anchor for today. Good morning, Davao.